Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a Cruising Good Time.
We are always looking for ways to save money on cruises. And one of the easiest ways is stock shareholder benefits. And this works for multiple cruise lines. In this video, we'll cover ways to claim your stock benefits and get onboard credit. We'll also talk about the rate of return for the different cruise lines based on their stock prices. At the end of this video, we'll talk about utilizing the same stock purchases for several different cruises. And we'll also give links to some of our other evaluation videos. We would like to take a quick moment to thank our returning viewers and to welcome new ones. If you like this video, please take a quick moment to give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications.
So the first thing we want to talk about is what is a shareholder benefit? A shareholder benefit is an onboard credit that the cruise company will extend to you for owning 100 shares of their stock. Typically, these benefits are $50, $100, or $250 per cabin based on the length of the cruise. They're not per individual, they're based on per cabin. You must apply for it before you get on the cruise. It's not automatically added to your account as a shareholder, and you cannot get it once you're on board. You only have to own the stock when you apply. You don't have to own the stock when you cruise. You apply for this as soon as a cruise is booked. I book a cruise and then I apply for the shareholder benefit immediately. It may be 18 months down the road before I take the actual cruise. I still have the shareholder benefit attached to that cruise. And I look at it kind of as a dividend with a return on the investment based on the stock I own. The last slide we'll talk about today, we'll get into that information. So which cruise lines offer these shareholder benefits? Well, there's three corporations: Carnival Corporation, the Royal Caribbean Group, and the Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings will all offer this shareholder benefit for all their cruise lines. So in the case of Carnival, it's Carnival, Princess, Holland America, Cunard, Seabourn, Costa, AIDA, and P&O. For RCCL, it's RCCL line, Celebrity, and Silver Sea. And for Norwegian, it's the NCL, the Oceania, and Regent. So which cruise lines do not offer these benefits? And that would be Disney, and then MSC and Virgin are both privately held, so there's no shareholder benefit that could be had. So let's first look at Carnival Corporation. This is a screen capture from the Carnival Corporation shareholder benefit page. I have a link to it below in the description of the video. And you can see that it has quite a bit of detail here. And if we zoom in on it, one thing Carnival does that's unique when we zoom in on this is that you can see that it's based on the region of the world that the cruise line's on. So it could be in dollars, euros, Great British pounds, or Australian dollars, depending on where you're cruising at, or I think more importantly where your nationality is from, because I think on most of these you can select your home currency to be your currency of choice while you're on board. So if you're from Europe and you're traveling in Alaska, I think you can still have euros, because I know when I've traveled in Europe, I have dollars as my folio number. You can see here that it breaks it down by the length of the cruise, like we talked about a while ago, and it fluctuates from currencies. It's all more or less about the same dollar amount in there. So how do you apply for that? Carnival Corporation requires you to use an app called Stock Perks. You can get Stock Perks at either the Apple Store or the Google Store. It'll open it up and it'll list a lot of different companies for Stock Perks. You can see Carnival right there at the top, and then you can scroll down. You see all the different lines within the Carnival Corporation. We'll pick Princess here. It'll show you how you apply to the Princess one. Request a benefit here. It opens up a tab. You fill in some of this information and complete it, submit it, and then they'll come back with you with a couple days on it. So to show proof of ownership, to send in a statement where you basically black out everything but your name, that you the CCL stock showing 100 shares, and the date of the statement to show that you've owned it within the last 90 days, and then upload that to Stock Perk. Next, let's look at NCL Corporation. And this is a page from their shareholder benefits. Again, this link is also below in the description. And you can see where it talks about the shareholder benefit and the three cruise lines. And if you look right here in the middle, it shows shareholder benefit request form. You click on that, you get this PDF you can download, you complete it, follow the instructions, you email it back to whichever cruise line you're going to email it back to, and they'll give you that credit with all the information. You'll need to send in a statement as well with proof of ownership of the shares, but it's very easy, very straightforward to do. For the RCCL Corporation, this is the landing page you get on the shareholder benefits. Again, we have this link in the description below for you. And it's more of a FAQ type benefit there. So it talks about what are the benefits, and you can see what the benefits here are pretty much the same as the others. I will say this, RCCL adds a benefit that if you're on a world cruise, you get $1,000 onboard credit. And I guess when you're spending $30,000 on a round the world cruise, you get $1,000 instead of just $250. So to redeem the benefit on the RCCL, you click onto how do I redeem this benefit, and you can see there's two different links here, one for Celebrity and for RCCL, and then one for the Silver Sea has a separate benefit. If you click on that link, it opens up this other website that goes through a series of questions with you. You upload the information that way by completing a series of questions and then attaching your shareholder statement to it that way and showing that you have the proof of ownership there. So they're all three very similar in how you do it, that you got to apply for it, tell you who you are, say your booking number, and then show proof of ownership for the shares. They'll process it typically a day or two, maybe a week at the tops, get back with you, and they'll just add that to your account before you sail. So one way I kind of look at the shareholder benefit is also, to me, it's like a dividend on the stock that I own. So it's another payout that I get from the stock. And I ran the numbers here based on the closing of the stock price here in early August when I filmed this video. And you can see Carnival, for example, is right at $14 a share. So if you got a $100 credit for a 7-day cruising, it's 7.14% dividend rate, if you will. Similarly with Norwegian Cruise Line Holding, about the same price, really about close to the same dividend price. Royal Caribbean Holding is a little bit higher because they're about 10 times the price on their stock. So the return on investment as a percentage is much lower. I bring this up because I bought 100 shares of Carnival Cruise Line stock several years ago, and it has more than paid for itself just in shareholder benefits over the years, because every time I take another cruise, I just add it on. Even if you just do one cruise a year, you can still have a pretty good payout for your stock purchase just on onboard credit. And I have some friends that will buy and sell the stock accordingly to the cruise. So they'll buy it, get it on a statement, get the benefit, and then they'll sell it again later on and buy it again sometime in the future. So you can work these systems a couple different ways there.
We hope you found this video useful.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. It really helps us out.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.